un regard qui reçoit la tendresse du monde. Et séparer tes yeux, à savoir que demain sera comme aujourd'hui, séparé merveilleux.
The next poem you'll hear today is The Thickness of Ice, performed by Tiana. The theme of The Thickness of Ice is relationships, and the poet depicts their fragile and transient nature. The poet traces the beginning, development, and ending of this relationship through the use of an effective smile. Ice skaters and ice symbolically represent the strength of love, as well as eventually a barrier between the lovers. There is a hint of inevitability from the beginning to end, and a strong sense of regret and sadness as the poet explores the feelings of excitement, passion, indifference, as well as both bitterness and hope. Let's welcome Tiana to the stage.
At first, we'll meet as friends. Though, secretly, I will be hoping we become much more, and hoping that you're hoping too. At first, we'll be like skaters, testing for thickness of ice. With each meeting, we'll skate nearer to the center of the lake. Later, we will be less anxious to impress, less eager than the skater going for gold. The triple jumps and spins will become an old routine. We will be content with simple movements. Later, we will not notice the steady thaw. The creeping cracks will be ignored. And one day, when the ice gives way, we will scramble to save ourselves and not each other. Last of all, we'll meet as acquaintances, though secretly we will be enemies, hurt by missing out on a medal, jealous of new partners. Last of all, we'll be like children, having learned the thinness of ice, though secretly, perhaps, we may be hoping to break the ice between us and maybe meet again as friends.
Next tonight we have En Stunde by Rainer Maria Rilke, performed by Tamer. En Stunde, or Solemn Hour, was written by Rainer Maria Rilke and is part of the Book of Hours, published 1905. The real theme of the Book of Hours is the poet's own inner life. In this poem, you can feel the loneliness of the poet in the world that is surrounding him. In this 25 Fundo de Mar, the bottom of the sea, Sophia.
Wer ist weint irgendwo in der Welt? Ohne Grund weint in der Welt, weint über mich. Wer jetzt lacht irgendwo in der Nacht, ohne Grund lacht in der Nacht, lacht mich aus. Wer jetzt geht irgendwo in der Welt, ohne Grund geht in der Welt, geht zu mir. Wer jetzt stirbt irgendwo in der Welt, ohne Grund stirbt in der Welt, sieht mich an.
The next poem you'll hear is Fundo do Mar, performed by Luisa. Sofia Meirelles is one of the poets who are responsible for some of the most beautiful verses about the sea in Portuguese language. In this poem titled The Bottom of the Sea, the poet gives us a vivid depiction of one world that exists deep down under the surface of the waves. One silent but rich world where the plants look like animals and animals look like flowers. One world where the beauty and fear live together around the colorful sea creatures. One world that will remain mystery for us forever.
No fundo do mar, há brancos favores, onde as plantas são animais e os animais são flores. Mundo silencioso que não atinge a agitação das ondas, abrem-se rindo com as suas redondas, balou em seu cavalo marinho. Um polvo avança no desalinho, dos seus no braços uma flor dança, sem ruído vive os espaços. Sobre a areia, o tempo poisa, leve como um lenço. Mas por mais bela que seja cada coisa, há um monstro em si suspenso.
Now we will welcome Vojta to stage. He'll perform Mine by Karel Hynek. Karel Hynek, Maha, was a Czech romantic poem. His lyrical epic poem Mine was judged by his contemporaries too individualistic and not in harmony with the national ideas. Maha's genius was discovered and glorified much later by the poets and novelists of the 1850s, and Mine is now regarded as and is considered to be one of the best Czech poems ever written. We will hear the beginning of this dramatic poem, which is a homage to the beauty of spring. It is set in a beautiful landscape inspired by lake which used to be called Big Pond, and now called Lake Macha after the poet.
Byl pozdní večer, 1. máj. Večerní máj byl lásky čas. Rličin zval po lásce hlas, ty borový zaváněl háj. O lásce šeptal tichý mech, kvetoucí strom a lásky ženu. Svou lásku slaví k růži pěl, růži nejevil koní vztek. Jezero hladké, v křoví stěny, lučilo temně tajný bok. Řech je objímal kolko. A slunce jasná světu jiných, bloudilo blankitnými pásky, planoucí tam, co jsou lásky. I světy, i v oblouze skloucí, co ve chrám věčné lásky vzešly. Až se milostí k sobě vroucí, změní vše se výsky hasnoucí, bloudící tam lásky slyší. Koupné lůny krásná tvář, tak bled jasná, jasně bledá, jak melence malenka hledá, růžou zplama zář. Na vodách obrazy své zřela a sama k sobě láskou žela. Dál bleštěl belý vodu sníh, než k sobě šli vždy blíž a blíž, jak v obětí by níž a níž, zvinuli jsou jak uklí. Až posledně štěrem v jedno splynul, s ním se stromy k stromům vynul. Než zase stíní širou vodu, učí se k vodu, učí se bor se k vodu. Ona za volnou potokem stěká, přeplnou včas lásky, láskou každý tvor.
Now we will welcome Isidora to stage. Boda de Flores, José del Rosal. This cheerful poem called The Wedding of Flowers tells us how one rose decided to marry a wallflower. They chose Jasmine to be a godfather, and they made a wedding party where thousands of carnations were present. And we suppose they lived happily ever after.
Quería casarse con un adalid. Irá de padrino su tío el jazmín e irán a la boda la vela 100,000. Vestidos de blanco, verde y carmesí, la rosa se casa con un adalid.
The following poem shall be Truth by Barry Wade, performed by Gallants. Have you ever been hurt by what someone said to you? Did the pain last for a long time? The next poem, Truth by Barry Wade, expresses the pain caused by weapons and the hurt caused by unkind language. Gallants will warn us we should all be more mindful of what we do, of what and how we say it.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can also hurt me. Stones and sticks break only skin, while words are ghosts that haunt me. Slant and curved, the words are told to pierce and stick its enemy. Bats and bricks may ache through bones, but words can mortify me. Pain from words has left its scar on mind and heart that's tender. Cuts and bruises now have healed, It's words that I remember.
The next poem is Le Poids by Corinne Albo, performed by Eva. After studying English and 3 years of teaching, Corinne Albo began writing rhymes and songs for her own children. She has recorded 8 albums for children as author-songwriter and chose to devote herself only to writing. This is a poem about a witch who desired to come down to earth, but after careful thinking, she realizes that it's much better to stay in the air.
Voyons, se dit la sorcière en descendant vers la terre. Si j'atterris sur un clocher, je me piquais les pieds. Si j'atterris dans un trou, je me cassais les coups. Si j'atterris dans la rivière, je vais mouiller mon derrière. Je crois, se dit la sorcière, qu'il vaut mieux rester en l'air.
Now, we shall hear The Light of the Other Days by Thomas Moore, performed by Marcus. The Light of Other Days is a reflective poem about reminiscing. The poet's memories and the thoughts of youth come flooding into his mind. He reflects back on his cheerful childhood, thinking of memories of lost loves and friendships, and mourning their vanishing from his life.
Oft in the steady days, your slumber's chain has bound me. Fond memory brings the light of other days around me. The smiles, the tears of boyhood years, the words of love then spoken, the eyes that shone, now dimmed and gone, the cheerful hearts now broken. Thus, in the steady night, your slumber's chain has bound me. Sad memory brings the light of other days around me. I remember all the friends so linked together I've seen around me fall like leaves in wintry weather. I feel like one who treads alone some banquet hall deserted, whose lights are fled, whose garlands dead, all but he departed. Thus in the steady night your slumber's chain has bound me. Sad memory brings the light of other days around me.
Now we'll welcome Dennis to stage, who will perform Bulut Muaslam by Nazım Hikmet. Nazım Hikmet was a Turkish poet, playwright, novelist, screenwriter, director, and memoirist. He was described as a romantic revolutionary and acclaimed for the lyrical flow of his statements. During his lifetime, he became the best-known Turkish poet in the world, whose poetry has been translated into more than 50 languages. In Bulut Muaslam, Vran describes a man on the shore gazing at the sea and reflecting on what is above, on and under it, a cloud, a ship, a fish, and moss. It is a philosophical poem where the narrator attempts to identify himself with one of the aspects of nature surrounding him, but concludes that he should become the grand, mysterious, and all-encompassing sea itself.
Denizin üstünde ağla bulut, yüzünde gümüş kemer, içinde sarı balık, dibinde mavi yosun, kıyıda bir çıplak adam durmuş, düşünür. Bulut mu olsam, bu gemi mi yoksa, balık mı olsam, yosun mu yoksa, ne o, ne o, ne o. Deniz olmalı oğlum, bulutuyla, gemisiyle, balığıyla, yosunuyla.
Next we'll welcome Suzanne to stage, who will perform Daniela Manu, Gabriela Mistral. Looking forward or looking in the same direction is important because it gives a common view and a common goal to people. Love, like life, is an ongoing process, a journey. Keep your loved ones close to you as you walk down life's paths. Dame la mano, Give Me Your Hand, written by Gabriela Mistral, is about two people in the process of becoming one. They begin to look beyond themselves and face their future together, side by side.
Dame la mano y danzaremos. Dame la mano y me amarás. Como una sola flor seremos, como una sola flor y nada más. El mismo verso cantaremos, al mismo paso bailarás. Como una espiga ondularemos, como una espiga y nada más. Te llamo Rosa y yo Esperanza, pero tu nombre olvidarás, porque seremos una danza en la colina y nada más.
Tonight we shall have Las Sevillanas performed by Borja. We will now have a short musical break. I am proud to present our Year 7 student, Borja, who plays the flamenco guitar. Sevillanas are a type of folk music and dance of Seville and its region. They were derived from an old Castilian folk music. In the 19th century, they were influenced by flamenco.
Okay, so next we'll welcome Augie onto stage, who will perform Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Invictus, meaning invincible, unconquerable in Latin, is a poem by William Ernest Henley, and it was written while Henley was in the hospital being treated for tuberculosis of the bone. This poem speaks about the courage in the face of death and holding on to one's own dignity despite the indignities life places before us. The poem is famous for its inspirational message and has influenced many historical figures such as Nelson Mandela and Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried out loud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
we shall hear Hier Encore by Charles Aznavour, performed by Etienne. Hier Encore, whose original French title translates as Yesterday When I Was Young, is a song written by famous singer Charles Aznavour. It was subsequently released in English and many other languages, including Italian and Japanese, and is considered as one of Aznavour's greatest hits. The song has been performed and recorded by many international stars, such as Bing Crosby, Shirley Bassey, Dusty Springfield. More than 90 versions of the song were recorded. The lyrics tell of a man reflecting on his life. He recounts how he had wasted his youth on self-centered pursuits and that now, that he's older, he wishes that he could have done things differently.
Hier encore, j'avais 20 ans. Je caressais le temps et jouais de la vie, comme on joue de l'amour. Et je vivais la nuit, sans compter sur mes jours, qui fuyaient dans le temps. J'ai fait tant de projets qui sont restés dans l'air. J'ai fondé tant d'espoirs qui se sont envolés, que je reste perdu, ne sachant où aller. Les yeux cherchant le ciel, et le cœur nous enterre. Hier encore, j'avais 20 ans, et j'ai perdu mon temps, en croyant l'arrêter. Et pour le retenir, elle me l'a devancé. Je n'ai fait que courir, et me suis essoufflé. Hier encore, j'avais 20 ans, et j'ai perdu mon temps, à faire des folies qui ne me laissent au fond. Rien de vraiment précis, que quelques rides de fond et la peur de l'ennui. Car mes amours sont mortes avant que d'exister, parties, et ne reviendront pas. Par ma faute, j'ai fait le vide autour de moi, et j'ai gâché ma vie et mes jeunes années. Du meilleur et du pire, en jetant le meilleur, j'ai figé mes sourires et j'ai glacé mes pleurs. Où sont-ils à présent? À présent, mes 20 ans.
Next, we'll welcome Mal to stage. She'll be performing Fifi by Dragan Lukic. Dragan Lukic was a well-known children's writer. He wrote poems, stories, novels, and drama texts, theoretical discussions about literature, led the radio and television shows. He edited the magazine for Children's Mind. He was a regular participant in the most important events for children in the former Yugoslavia. One of his most famous poems is For Sure 50, a poem about an annoying lady and her dog.